Hello and welcome to UFO Video News Now. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is from this, I don't know if I've ever been to this site, Atlantic Evolution, but it's got this real short clip of 3 UFOs that were filmed from a plane in Italy. Also of this one here, this is one of those videos that's definitely been out for a while. It's pretty short too, but yeah, I was actually in LA when this happened, and I don't remember anyone talking about it, but it's one of these spheres that was circled by, I think it was the LA sheriffs at the time. And, if you remember a couple videos back, I had talked about some people who believe that these spheres may be the remnants of a ancient civilization on the planet, and this was some type of planetary defense system that is still operational. But maybe some of them could be, but remember, we're not the only people or the only species on the planet, so who's to say that this isn't theirs? But let's see, I got oh yeah, this is here from Reddit. This is again another one of those old videos from NASA. This was taken in September of 1991, NASA STS-48. And in this clip, you're going to see, you'll see one UFO slowly moving across the screen. And then I think it was about like 48 seconds or something like that. A bunch of other ones just start leaving Earth's atmosphere, cruising off into space. And I was wondering, what are they doing out there? What's the purpose of them flying out there? Are they conducting business? Is it a war? Exploratory, mission? What are they sending their craft out there for? Let's see. And I got this one here from Twitter, or from X, formerly known as Twitter. And this was in the U.S. Sun. A mysterious UFO spotting has mystified local residents of a small town and sparked massive debates. You can see this craft here. Again, some people are saying like, oh, it's a balloon. It's ridiculous. Amazing how there's still people who refuse to acknowledge the reality of this. And then this one, I'm not too sure about, but this was also on X. Someone apparently using Google Earth. Well, I believe they use Google Earth, but they seem to believe they found a crashed saucer. Not too sure if that's what it is, but they do provide the coordinates if you want to check it out. And let's see. And then this one is just a little clip from TikTok, and it's just basically explaining, why all of the strange things happen in the Bermuda Triangle. It's because, what they're saying is that there's an underwater UAP base there, which is also something that Billy Carson has mentioned. I don't remember, in some podcast he talked about how there's a movable underwater base that, or movable, yeah, it roams around the Bermuda Triangle. Let's see. And then this one, yeah, this is, another one of those old videos that's been out. I'm pretty sure I've showed it a few times, but it's still, I believe, one of the classics. And it's, I'm not too sure what landing this is, but so this comes with the Skinny Bob clip of the biological clone that was uploaded to that Ivan channel, I think in like 2011. Yeah, Ivan 0135 in 2011. But this is the clip of supposedly these beings that had a meeting, I believe, with Eisenhower, if I'm not mistaken. But there's one clip where you see this thing just looking straight into the camera. And this came on, this was released in 2011, but it seems to have been made much earlier. I just don't think CGI was that good back then to be able to produce something like this. Now, today, sure, I wouldn't put it past someone to be able to create something that's, much more realistic. But yeah, when this came out, they couldn't do stuff like that. But anyways, I found this a little article here. I think this is some Latin American country. I'm not too sure what it is, but it had to be translated. But it's 10 classic UFO photographs that are still considered genuine. And yeah, again, these are to me like, the classics that I've been seeing for years. But it's here. And then let's see. Oh yeah, this isn't last, but I'm pretty sure other people have mentioned this, but this is actually the guide that police departments have supposedly been given when it comes to dealing with UFO or UAP crashes. This is Major Cities Chiefs Association Reference Guide, Unidentified Anomalous Phenomenon. And yeah, it's the MCCA UAP Reference Guide. So if anyone is actually looking for it, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all. I put that into Google and found this thing. It's at the majorcitychiefs.com website. But anyways, that's that. And then last is this article here that I thought is kind of important. Nothing with UFOs or aliens, but something that's out in space, and I believe it's also something that the government or the regulatory agencies that are actually supposed to be, protecting us and watching over us and all that other good stuff, aren't going to tell you the truth about. But yeah, they're saying this asteroid, Apophis, is going to be flying by on Friday the 13th, 2029. Wow. That's kind of freaky, huh? I usually don't get into this numerology stuff, but that's kind of weird. Yeah, on Friday the 13th, 2029, Earth will have a fascinating and intimidating visitor in the form of the god of destruction, asteroid Apophis. The asteroid, named after the Egyptian serpent god of chaos and destruction, Apep, is so large and will pass within 19,000 miles of Earth, so close to our planet that it could be visible to the naked eye. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, isn't the moon like 250,000 miles away? So if this thing is 19,000, damn, someone might be able to throw a rock at it. But anyways, let's get to this. Well, yeah, if you appreciate the time and effort I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video, and more importantly, please subscribe. Anyways, let's get to this clip here. 3 UFOs filmed from a charter airplane in Italy. And I believe these things are going to zoom away. Turn this down. I'm really starting to think that these are like some type of a sentry. They're most likely unmanned. I don't think they're tiny little aliens in there. Although I'm not, although I do believe that there are tiny little aliens that fly around in tiny little craft. These, because there's so many have been seen, and I really think that they are some type of a defense system. Now, whether they're from an ancient civilization that just, left them, like maybe the civilization got wiped out, one of the cataclysms, and these machines are just operating still, similar to, if we were all to disappear one day, our satellites would most likely still be, circling the planet, doing their thing, even though no one is, there's no human down here. Anyways, that was kind of interesting. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, again, now this was when did this come out? I believe this was a while. Wait, no, this was just recently uploaded in 2024. But yeah, if I remember correctly, this happened in like maybe 2015 or maybe earlier. No, was it 10 years ago? More than 10. Yeah, maybe like 2015, 2016. But anyways, check this out.
UFO video footage series. This interesting video was filmed in 2017 in the skies over Los Angeles, California, and is clearly captured because it is stationary. Then a Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department helicopter is seen flying over to discover what it is.
Yeah, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I think there was a news station, maybe Fox News at the time, just did a local story on it, but something like this, I don't believe made national news. You know, and you have to also take into consideration this happened in 2017, and that I'm going to be showing you that UAP reference guide that's now being sent out to police departments. So, yeah, I'm sure police departments all over the country, all over the world actually, have been having to deal with people reporting this because, think about all the like the Ancient Aliens and all those other UFO shows on cable, that would talk about in the 60s and 70s and even, in the 80s, people or police officers chasing UFOs and taking reports or actually seeing UFOs too. Anyways, that's that. Let's go to this one here. Now this one, let me see. I'm gonna have to jump. Oh, I don't know if I want to jump ahead because, yeah, this is only 2 minutes 48 seconds long. It's not that long, but yeah, you can see there's one UFO here, and I believe it around 44 seconds. A bunch of others.
Prior to MPC execute press.
Okay, we'll set tangent height at 90.
Yeah, there we go. To top left corner, did you see that one just taking a? Yeah, now a bunch more. You'll see a bunch more.
Roger, that'll protect you from the ram.
There they go.
Understand.
What are these people doing? Why are they going out there?
We are currently receiving a downlink from Discovery as it passes over the Pacific Ocean.
And look at this. This guy's on a slow boat to China over here. Like, why is this one going
Cirrus is part of
so much
AFP
slower?
675.
Like, are they going on a mission?
That have occurred with the 2 tape recorders on AFP 675.
Or is this something that happens on a regular occurrence? I mean, is this the reason why the space station was here in this spot at this time, in order to capture this? Did they know? Or is this something that they just randomly captured? Look at that. Look at how many of these things are taken off. Are they going to go fight a war? Maybe they're going to save animals on another planet. Yeah, I don't want to stuck it. Again, they're thinking that they're going to go fight a war is so human-like, right? Yeah, maybe they're going out there to do good. It's like, no, they're going out there to kidnap other beings. Like, yeah, like what are these out here? Are these just stationary UFOs? I don't think they look too close to be stars. You know what? I wonder if they were filming in infrared and they just switched over to live view, which is why everything disappeared. Interesting. Anyways, let's go to this next video. This is from the Sun. Let's see. Let me go full screen on this. Let me turn this down here. A town was stunned after a suspected UFO was spotted in broad daylight across several areas. Video shows the saucer-like object descending into a valley and rising at sunset. So it went down and then came up. The sighting occurred on 9 September in Zitácuaro and nearby towns. A viral TikTok clip with 3.1 million views sparked debates, with some calling it a hot air balloon or kite. What? Comments range from skepticism to humor, with some speculating on its size and others joking about potential alien something. I didn't see that. Damn, let me just go back and look at this damn thing. Come on, how many times have we seen this particular? It looks like it's got like different sections. It's like wavy here. You know what? It's slow. Yeah, I believe it's slowly rotating. Turn down that stupid music. Yeah, while others believe it was an alien craft. Yeah, see, then, you know, the reference to alien craft is, I guess, evidence that some people are still stuck in this belief that anytime we see something strange, unidentifiable, or, you know, again, a craft floating around, we automatically assume that it came from outside of this planet. I believe we've been brainwashed to always think of these craft and these beings as coming from outside of our solar system. I just watched a clip with Lou Elizondo on The Daily Show. And the host, you know, yeah, when Lou Elizondo said, yeah, you know, they're here, the host mentioned, you know, why are they flying from, you know, millions of miles away? And I was surprised that Lou didn't mention that, you know, there's a possibility that they could be from here. But I believe it's because he knows his audience. You know, I don't think, that Daily Show audience, unfortunately, would be able to grapple, I guess, with the ramifications, you know what I mean, of realizing that we aren't the only sentient beings on the planet, nor are we the dominant. You know, I mean, I just can't believe that I'm even saying that, because 10 years ago, that thought would never have even entered my mind. But anyways, let's go to this one here. I don't think I can make this any bigger, but yeah, this person here, Ovianiologia, something in the shape of a disc embedded in a mountain in New Mexico, USA, at an altitude of 2,255 meters. And then it gives you the coordinates, 34 degrees, 24 minutes, 21.8 seconds north, 107 degrees, 05 minutes, 44.4 seconds west. So anyone want to check that out? Let's see if I can make it. I can't make it bigger. Oh no. Just individual. So yeah, it is bigger. Yeah, that definitely looks like a UFO embedded into the ground. San Acacia, New Mexico. Now that doesn't look like the same image. Oh crap. I don't know if I'm going to turn this thing off if I click on that. Yeah, that doesn't look like the same as the first image. Let me go back to this. Yeah, this does not look like this. Or is it just because this is a different angle and the sun is hitting it differently? I don't know. I'm gonna have to open up my Google Earth and check this out, see if I can find it. Anyways, yeah, you can see the coordinates there if you want to check it out yourself. Let's go to this from TikTok. Okay, so now this is real quick. It's just 59 seconds. It talks about these underwater UAP bases in the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, let me turn this up here.
Greetings, seekers. Beneath the enigmatic waters of the Bermuda Triangle lies a classified underwater UAP production facility. This colossal structure, resembling a hamburger, is responsible for many unexplained phenomena in the region, including the mysterious disappearances of ships and aircraft. The advanced technology and operations within this facility create anomalies, aligning with historical reports of strange magnetic fields and erratic compass readings. The Advanced Aerospace Monitoring Network, AMEN, has provided insights into this submerged factory's role in producing and deploying various UAPs. These operations are closely linked to the strategic interests of the galactic AI community, ensuring that human technological advancements remain within established guardrails. The facility is equipped with sophisticated defense systems and energy shields, highlighting the extraordinary nature of these operations. Intrigued by these revelations? Subscribe now and comment below for personalized insights.
You know, there is a naval research facility in, I think it's in Puerto Rico. Remember, you know, which is close to the Bermuda Triangle. And, you know, think about it, man. We have a military base on Guantanamo Bay, which is in Cuba. Do you understand? I mean, we don't really have official diplomatic relations with that little tiny island nation, and yet somehow the United States government is able to control one tip, right? One section of that island, and we have a military base there, again, near the Bermuda Triangle. Add that military base to the hundreds of other military bases that only the United States has all over the planet. No other country has as many UFO bases. Again, I believe it's because the U.S. is in charge of acquiring these crash saucers. I think it's our, for whatever reason, you know, that it's a gentleman's agreement or something. You know, again, I don't know why. Well, you know, I don't even know. Maybe I'm mistaken about that. You know, that Russia or China would agree to just allow the U.S. Because, like, how come Russia and China, you know, how come they don't have military bases all over the planet? So, yeah, you know, if they wanted the technology, if they wanted to get the technology before the U.S., again, why does the U.S. or why does Russia and China even allow the U.S. to have military bases around their countries? Anyways, let's see. Okay, yeah. Now this is from the Ivan 0135. To uploaded a series of 4 videos purporting to show black and white clips of several longer films taken by the KGB between 1942 and 1969. So yeah, this is about some visitation. I'm going to see if I can stop this thing right when that guy stares into the camera. Look at this thing. Oh, that stupid arrow. Oh, that damn arrow is getting stuck right. Yeah, from my understanding, these suits that they're wearing, there are no seams and there's like no zipper. These things somehow like form around their bodies in some way. And maybe, you know, maybe it helps them when they're flying through space. But I wonder if these guys were engineered. Oh, you know what? Yeah, here's something I just realized also. They're not wearing any type of life support system. They're obviously completely acclimated to our gravity. So is that notion or that idea that if we went to a different planet, the gravity would be different, so it would affect us differently? I mean, if that's the case, right? And if these beings came from another planet, why aren't they being, you know, impacted in it? Or it doesn't seem as if, I'm not to say that it's not, but they don't look like, or they seem very comfortable in this atmosphere. They definitely don't look like they're in any type of discomfort. Anyways, let's go to this here. 10 classic UFO photographs that are still considered genuine. But it is even harder to identify the authenticity of a UFO photograph than to unmask a hoax. Below I present 10 classic UFO photos that are considered authentic by ufologists. Okay, let's see. Let's check these out here. Vancouver Island photography. I don't think I can make these bigger. This is from 1981. October 8th, 1981. Location, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Baldwin UFO. Look at this thing flying sideways. Remember how I think it was Bob Lazar talked about when these crafts fly? And maybe even Joe Rogan talked about, yeah, I think Joe Rogan was quoting Bob Lazar, how there are some type of gravity amplifiers under here, like 3 of them, whatever, and they have to turn the craft up, and then they basically sort of like latch on, right? Latch on to the area of space where they want to go, and then they're pulled to that, which is why they move so fast. You know what I mean? They like stretch that part of space to the craft. Imagine it, right? Wherever you want to be, you grab that part of space, wrap it around you, or no, they stick to it, and then they stretch to it. I think that's how he explained it. I'm not too sure, anyways. Let's see, the Foo Fighters here. Yeah, I guess, I guess some of the younger people, or not younger people, I guess if you were from the 90s, you would know the Foo Fighters. But yeah, I think the Foo Fighters most likely got their name from these Foo Fighters that, were objects seen during World War II by American and German pilots. Various points of view too. Photos of Foo Fighters are very rare. These UFOs have been called by many names, all of which reveal a lack of understanding of their nature and origin. To the Allies, they were either Kraut fireballs or Foo Fighters, with the latter term surviving. It is believed that the Germans and Japanese also saw them. Reports of unexplained transparent metallic glowing balls began in large numbers in June 1944, around the same time that the Allies invaded France and Nazi Germany began launching V-1 flying bombs aimed at London, thus beginning the era of unmanned missiles. Reports intensified in November 1944, not long after the first German V-2 ballistic rockets were fired at London. You know what? Again, these Foo Fighters were most likely these orbs. And if these orbs are some type of planetary defense system, they would have most likely, recognized our craft as being, Earth, made by Earthlings, whatever. So they monitor them like, oh, these, those dumb Earthlings made these slow metal tubes. So they left them alone. Because, my dad was in Vietnam. He flew in the back of planes. He told me about being followed by round red balls of light. Anyways, this is a pretty interesting one here. Cylindrical UFO over New York. Date March 20th, 1950. This cylindrical-looking UFO was photographed over New York City on March 20th, 1950. The photographer's name was redacted from the Project Blue Book files, as were most of the names when the material was finally declassified and released. But one file buried deep in the Grudge Project data concerns a cylindrical object photographed above Manhattan in 1950 by one of New York City's most prestigious photographers, now housed in the Library of Congress. The photographer was Irving Underhill, who was adamant that what was in the photograph was an object and that it was not there before or after he began taking the photographs. So I thought they said his name was kept secret. The photographer's name was redacted, but then they figured out it was Irving Underhill. Anyways, Hudson Valley UFO wave. This is from 1987. Really can't see nothing. Oh, another one of these cylindrical crafts photographed by an Italian pilot. 1979, somewhere in Italy. On June 18th, 1979, military pilot Giancarlo Ciccioni was returning to Treviso Air Base, Italy, in his G91R fighter with his G91R Group 14 of the 2nd Fighter Regiment of the Air Force after completing a reconnaissance mission. Suddenly, the Astrana TV radar center registered the presence of an unauthorized intruder on its radar screens and instructed Ciccone to approach an unidentified aircraft that had entered the restricted area. Look at this thing. This again, this doesn't look like this, right? You see how this has the bands? I'm not seeing the bands on this thing. So again, I wonder if this is, you know, a similar craft made by a different civilization. A UFO photographed by French doctor. Are these laser beams or like legs? March 23rd, 1974, Tavernes, Var, France. Photographed by an anonymous French doctor on March 23rd, 1974 in Tavernes, how do you say that? Var, during a large wave of UFOs over France. Skeptics have questioned the image, claiming that light rays cannot end like this. Of course not, usually, but the skeptics simply forget to consider other explanations, that these are not light rays at all, but light emissions from ionized air, for example. The object in the photograph is still considered a UFO. Yeah, again, it's, you know, there's these experts who always want to tell you what it can't be. You know, the thing about experts, right? The reason why experts or highly educated people are it's hard to convince them is because they believe they know everything, right? They're never open to any other information because they believe they know everything. And if something doesn't fit into their, you know, their limited worldview or scope of knowledge, then it just can't be. Calvine's UFO. Now, I wonder if this is the real one, because again, this is supposedly this, you know, this photograph that was scurried away by the British. Because, oh no, if the plebes see this triangular shape in the sky, they're going to like shit in their pants and start raining cats and dogs. August 4th, 1990, location Calvine Village, Scotland. The story of this photograph is the most controversial. On August 4th, 1990, two young men were near Calvine, Scotland, and took a photograph of a mysterious diamond-shaped flying object hovering in the middle of the sky. For 32 years, this image, dubbed the Calvine photo, disappeared, becoming the subject of speculation, theories, and myths. But now, the revealing image has finally resurfaced thanks to the efforts of British journalist David Clarke. It was made public in 2022. Think about that. 2022. And was considered by the media as the best UFO photo ever taken. Jesus Christ. If this was, this was taken in 1990. No, come on. We got 4K video image or video of UFO now. However, let's see. A balloon or kite. However, as much speculation was made, as soon as it became public, it became the object of much skepticism, with numerous questions being raised, such as a balloon or kite, a model suspended by a string or held in front of a glass, photographic manipulation or film, on film or digital. Again, if this was photographed, why would they have to hide it for 35 years, right? Or for 32 years? Well, we got to hide this thing because it's a fake photo. The Battle of Los Angeles image. This is February 25th, 1942, Los Angeles, USA. Yeah, you can see if you blow this up that there's obvious saucer in there. And I guess, if you have heard the story, there were more than just this one craft flying over Los Angeles. Again, and the reason why LA had all of these Klieg lights, I think that's what they're called, or searchlights, all along in the hills of Santa Monica, is in order to spot bombs or anything that the Japanese were sending over. Because remember, this is during the war, 1942, right? The U.S. was worried that Japan may send bombers or fighters or whatever. So they had all these searchlights set up, and they also had set up. I wonder if this is when they figured out they could knock them. But anyways, the story behind Roswell is they figured out that when these craft would fly through the radar arrays, again, that they had set up along here to detect anything that the Japanese were sending over, whenever these crafts flew through the radar array, it somehow disrupted their their navigation system, and it would make them crash. And once the military figured that out, they started knocking these things out of the air. But then supposedly the story is that these people came to our governments. They, please stop knocking our craft out of the sky. And obviously, of course, our illustrious or military intelligence decided, no, we're going to keep doing it. And then supposedly in the 1950s, a lot of commercial flights were being knocked out by these guys. So we finally stopped knocking their craft out of the sky. A UFO over Lake Cote. Yeah, that's a super clear image there. This is from 1971 over Lake Cote, Costa Rica. Considered the best photo of a UFO ever seen. Oh yeah, what was the other one? What was the Calvin one? Was that the Calvin was the best UFO ever taken. So how come this was also the best UFO ever seen? That other one was ever taken. There's a big difference there, right? And that's it. Okay, so let's go to this last. Holy crap, this video is getting kind of long. Anyway, so this is this reference guide, unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Definition: unidentified anomalous phenomenon means airborne objects that are not immediately identifiable, transmedium objects or devices, and submerged objects or devices that are not immediately identifiable and that display behavior or performance characteristics suggesting that the objects or devices may be related to the objects or devices described in subparagraph A or B per the NDAA FY23 section, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, UAP in the news. Spy balloons, drones, and advanced UAPs pose a clear and present danger. Western U.S. residents report the most UFO sightings. What are they actually seeing? I don't think that's true. I think people all over the world see UFOs. Underwater UFOs display capabilities that jeopardize U.S. maritime security, ex-Navy officer says. UFOs that have shown the ability to seamlessly transition from air to sea without a splash or crash debris are an urgent national security concern with world-changing scientific ramifications, an ex-Navy officer said. So yeah, shown the ability to seamlessly transition from air to sea. That means they don't make a splash. Yeah, to sea without a splash or crash debris. So anytime you see these videos of craft, because there's a video running around out there where it shows this some fishing trawler pointing out, a fast moving UFO, and you see the UFO. I believe it comes, splashing out of the ocean. But again, the fact that splashed out of the ocean is what immediately told me that, yeah, that footage is fake. Because many people have described these crafts either coming into the water or out of the water, and when they do, they make no splash. It's as if there's some type of field, maybe an electromagnetic field around these objects where, yeah, they're able to just slip into the water and slip out of the water. And this is no reporting mechanism. Why did they say this? Currently, there is no known official UAP, official UAP reporting mechanism or common procedure for local law enforcement to report UAP incidents. Yeah, but there's definitely, a reporting mechanism for the public, right? There's MUFON, and there's other agencies out there that will take UFO reports. U.S. government UAP program. Yeah, look at all of these programs, 1940s to 1960s. And I bet you it was here in the 1940s that they realized that some of these crafts are coming from the Antarctic, which is why they sent Admiral Byrd down there to confront them. And they got their butts kicked. They came back with their tails between their legs. 2000 to the present. Yeah, look at all these programs, right? And finally, the government is, admitting that, yeah, it's all out there. So again, with people that are still waiting for disclosure, disclosure is happening. Disclosure is a process. It's not an event. Whistleblowers. U.S. Congress UAP hearings. Look at all this stuff in here. Anyways, yeah, if you want to, find this, just do a search. Go to Google MCCA UAP reference guide, and it'll take you to this majorcitychiefs.com website. You can check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oops, I forgot about this one. Yeah, one last one before I end this. This is from Yahoo News. When I said last time they're not really telling people about it, but if it's on Yahoo News, I guess that could be considered mainstream. But I wonder if they're talking about this on mainstream media. Again, I don't really watch mainstream media, so I would not know. But and how many people are going to see this in Yahoo? But anyways, on February 13th, 2029, Earth will have a fascinating and intimidating visitor in the form of the god of destruction, asteroid Apophis. Anyways, the asteroid, named after the Egyptian serpent god of chaos and destruction, Apep, is so large and will pass within 19,000 miles of Earth, so close to our planet that it could be visible to the naked eye. Man, remember, the moon is 250,000 miles. This is going to be 19,000 miles. Man. And that's just what they're telling us. New research has suggested that if other much smaller space rocks hit Apophis, the asteroid, which is almost as wide as the Empire State Building is tall, could be redirected, and Earth might not be narrowly missed by it during subsequent passages or in extreme circumstances, even during the 2029 passage. But don't panic just yet. Research author Paul Weigert, an astronomer at the University of Western Ontario, told Space.com that the odds of a dangerous asteroid strike on Apophis are very low. The odds are essentially 1 in a million that an asteroid strike could deflect Apophis enough to put it in danger of a future post-2029 collision, and only 1 in a billion that it could send Apophis colliding with Earth in 2029, he said. I believe, again, we may not be able to do something about it, but a lot of people don't know we are not the only intelligent species on this planet. There are more advanced civilizations sharing the planet with us, and I would like to believe that they have the ability and capacity to stop something like this from happening. Now, again, of course, there's record of asteroids smacking the Earth in the past, but I kind of believe, again, I'm always open to be wrong, but I kind of believe that the asteroids that did impact the planet, the ones that wiped out all the dinosaurs and this and that, I think those were actually sent here. I think those were, again, part of the development of the planet. I think before human life can exist on the planet, that it has to go through, some process. And I think the large dinosaurs, were a part of the process of preparing the planet for our existence or our survival on this planet. But anyways, that's just my thought. Again, if you want to check this out, it's on Yahoo News, space.com. Collisions could increase chance of god of destruction after asteroid Apophis hitting Earth. So, if you think that this is going to actually hit, you got until 2029 to get everything off your bucket list. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for making it to the end. If you appreciate the time and effort I put into bringing this information to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video, and more importantly, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this for you soon. Till next time,